Jones show with me, Sandy Jones. And just need to delete something here. Yeah. Yeah. Or at least just hold on a sec. Private. Cool. We've had about 3 false starts in this stream, which happens because we're trying out new software and new hardware, as you can see. Also, turned out to the stream 1 hour early, which was not my best point, not my best moment. Let me just see this. Let's see if this works. Test, test, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, okay. This is something. It's happening. We're about as set up as I think we will be with this new setup. So here we are. We've got the team news. We've got Philip Jorgensen in goal. Achimpong, that's good. Adebayo, Tosin. Tosin Badiashile back to Joral Hato on the left. Santos Caicedo, all good. Tyrick George, Facundo Buonanotte, Jamie Gittins, Mark Yu. It's not a team that fills me with confidence. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Hello Trish, how's it going? Yes, this is a work in progress setup. Okay, this is step 1 in the new direction. So the camera is very old and grainy. It's an old laptop, a loyal servant, but an old one. And so the camera's not great. The microphone is probably also not great, and it's sitting on a fan, which is really not great. But because of this, I can hear the actual match in here, and it won't be picked up by the mic. We've got a timer in this corner, which I'm going to try my best to synchronize as well as possible to the score, the current time, I should say. Score, changeable, logo, brand recognition, and then in here somewhere, there's actually a chat box. So I don't quite know how to do it, but I think if I want, I can kind of put comments that people put in this little area here. But anyway, yeah, new cameras on the way, new adapter, so I think this is actually better than what we had before, which was just nothing really, just a plain screen. So at least now when someone lands on the video, they know what it is roughly, and yeah, it's just a bit clearer, a little bit more professional, and it's on the way to being the new setup. It's sort of like step 1 in maybe a 3 or 4 step process. Got the background now as well, so obviously depending on the mood, we've got different stuff that we can put out. We've got, and maybe think about a way to put stuff up here. I don't know. Need to get into all that, but here we are, step 1. So Jorgensen in goal, nerve-wracking. Just had the few times we've seen him play this season, has no composure. He has no self-confidence to come out and claim the ball. He seems to have sort of weak wrists. He's not very good at punching, and just yet no command of his box. So I guess if he's going to play in any game against League One opposition, you'd hope that he could have a decent showing. Same with Tosin. I'll throw him in that category as well. Achimpong Badiashile, I'm okay with those two. And Hato, again, he's got to get minutes at some point as well. He's only 21, so he really does need the minutes. And he has a little bit of an excuse if he makes a mistake because he's only 21. He's very young. I think Jorgensen's already not a spring chicken, really. And Tosin's 27. Should be doing way better. Maybe he's just not actually that good. I don't know. Caicedo, Andre Santos in the middle. Very happy with this. The only thing that I'm concerned about is Caicedo So obviously he's been suspended in the Premier League, which means he's not been playing as much. But I hope he doesn't have to play a whole 90 minutes today, because I'm really glad not to see Cucurella there tonight, because I think he's been flapping. Same with Enzo, just running out of stamina, and that's not good. That's really not good. Um, we definitely want Enzo and Cucurella and Caicedo to be taking as many rests as possible. And again, I know that these games can slip you up, but we're playing a League One team. It's a historical rivalry, so the fans are going to be on it. They're going to be really, really hostile and very intense. So we need to navigate that, which we haven't actually been able to do very well as of late. This does have that feeling of, could be a tricky game, just like Maresca was saying in the press conference. The front four is Tyreek George, Buonanotte, Gittins, Gu. Again, if Gu can't score against League One Cardiff, then maybe he's not good enough. Buonanotte's shown some decent moments in the games he has played. Seems very risk averse. He always goes for very simple passes. Um, but he looks pretty technical and sort of skillful. Then we've got Jamie Kittens on the left wing. He scored an absolute screamer of a goal in the last round of this cup. Maybe he can use this as a platform. Tyreek George usually gets played at striker these days, but he'll be on the right wing probably, I would imagine. And Mark Yu up front. We've already covered it. So, and go back so I can actually read the comments. Trish says, as long as I can hear you, we'll be okay for now. Thank you very much. Your flag will look good behind you. Yeah, totally, totally. That's the dream. Is I think the next step is at some point to make a little corner of the flat, like a dedicated space for this, and be able to put the flag, maybe like a little background. I have so many shirts. I was thinking of a way to kind of line them up with. It's all coming together slowly. I remember I realized, like, why am I watching all these content creators? I should just be making like, why not this? And so the next step into a very ropey looking new setup, but it's the next phase. So we've got 12 minutes till kickoff, and I'm going to try. This is tricky, actually. I didn't realize how tricky it would be to get these things. Sometimes the stream will skip, and then I'll, lose a minute or gain a minute. I think we might have to just pause it if that happens, because I don't think I can change the time. That you can only stop or start with this particular clock. So hopefully it will help. Um, but yeah, I guess some thoughts on what Maresca's been saying in the last couple of weeks. Well, even just the last couple of days is worth covering. He seems, I don't know. I think a lot has been made of it, and I don't think it's not quite as big of a bombshell as I think everyone's making it out to be, in my opinion. Obviously, he's said some pretty strong stuff, and it's seemingly directed at least at the people above him. You don't know who, you don't know exactly why, but I don't think he's thrown anyone. Okay, he said it's maybe the worst 48 hours I've had since joining the club, which is quite a big statement. Like, position untenable. You can't go up against these owners and so on. I don't think he's trying to go up against them. I think he's just trying to. He's pointed things out a few times. I want a centre back. He said that very clearly in the press when asked, "What would you like?" And so they didn't buy that. They didn't give him what he said he needed. I think it was probably just a lot of criticism because of the last 4 or 5 games before Everton. Is he out of his depth? Are they actually that good? And all this kind of stuff. I just hope that he hasn't tuned into that too much, because I don't know. I don't know how useful it is that your manager's completely up to date with what the press are saying. To do that is to maybe block out the noise, honestly, because if it's the noise that's affecting him, then maybe I think that could actually end up going down a bad route. And I say a bad route because I actually support this guy. I think he's a good manager. I think he's done enough to earn some credit. Nobody expected us to win. And we're paying the price for that in terms of the injuries and the fixture pile up and the fatigue and all that stuff. And so, would I like us to be higher up in the Premiership? Obviously. Do I rid of him would accelerate that. I think there's a vision that's being played out by these new owners, whether we like it or not, that excellent players, top in their class, high wages. Do you know what I mean? We're just not. So if you've got a problem with that, then we probably should have a discussion about the ownership and the plan and the strategy, and all that stuff. But if you're empathetic to that and you kind of just want us to continue to improve for now, for the rest of this season at least, or at least the next few games, then let's get behind it. Do you know what I mean? That's how I think about it. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because he gave me a great experience. I went to the what's it called, Conference League final, and it was amazing. It was so much fun to watch us win the first trophy of this new era, this new ownership. So yeah, I've kind of only got good things to say about him. The only bad things are, understandably, his in-game management is not always great. It is sometimes very good, but it's sometimes puzzling. He does make very strange substitutions regularly, putting players in places that they shouldn't be playing. Chalobah at right back, Malo Gusto right wing, uh, four right backs on the pitch at the same time. None of them rotate, but we've had some very, very ropey centre back pairings that just don't work. Um, and you've got to put that on him. So you have to kind of take the good with the bad. No manager is going to be perfect. Um, and yeah, like I said, he's earned a little bit of credit in the bank for me anyway. That's how I look at that. I'm getting nervous now because there's only 6 minutes until I have to press play or go on the clock and try and synchronize it to my video. It's gonna be quite the moment. I don't know if my heart can take it. Should be fine. Although right now the video seems to be tripping out. So 5 minutes to go, and let's get this sorted. Let's get this show on the road. It's a lot easier that I'm actually sitting in front of my laptop. I can do a lot more clicking around and fixing things as they sometimes drop, which they do regularly, doing this stuff. So that's good as well. A lot faster, less likely for stuff to just crash down. Cool. We've got a seemingly good video. The first time, this is actually the third time we've started the stream today. The first time, this is so stupid. I came on and I did pretty much what I've done until this point. I did the team news. I spoke about Maresca and Clear Lake and all that, and then I realized. So I came on an hour early and just started just nattering on. And then I said, okay, do you know what? I'm gonna go off, start it again, and then just do this whole intro bit again. And that's what we've just done. So that was number one. Number two was I set it up, I started, and then I realized that the audio of the match was getting pumped into the stream, which is obviously just an instant block. Like your stream will not be able to be watched. So I just cancelled that, ended that, and then came onto this stream. So we've had two false starts. This is the third one, and looks good. Um, it's in terms of small and compact. I know it's an old ground. It's been there forever, but it just seems extra tight and compact. I think it's only one tier of seating around each side, if I'm not mistaken. I always think that makes it a place to go relatively regularly to watch Aberdeen when I was living in that part of the world as a kid, and that stadium's also pumping when it's a big game. I think as well because one whole end is just one tier, and that's where some of the loudest fans sit. So these fans are going to be well up for this. I reckon it's going to be like a Leeds' level of aggression and intensity from this opposition. They absolutely hate us, just like Leeds, and the feeling is reciprocated. I know there's a lot of historical troubles with the different firms and all that going way back, and I think in probably was about, I can't remember when that was. I think it's probably like 20 years ago, something like that, 2006, something like that. Maybe a little bit later than that. Anyway, that we played each other in a cup match, and there was a lot of argy-bargy, let's say, going on outside. A lot of old rivalries rekindled. So the players obviously have no connection to that, and Reece James isn't on the pitch. Another good thing. Um, so they're not going to feel it unless they feel it from the fans. So for us, really, it's just praying and hoping that this team doesn't get overwhelmed by this atmosphere and allow it to create an upset, because that's what football's all about. There's a guy called Colwill on the other team. Does that mean that he's uh, Levi Colwill's brother? I don't know. I don't know any of these players. They're showing the other team just, and I think we have a player on loan at Cardiff that's not playing. So we've done the team, but we're seeing it here. They reckon it's going to be a 4-2-3-1, which is probably correct. We can. We've got the guys on the bench, and wonders why I'm not answering right away. It's because I have the game on full screen. I need to exit the full screen, the second screen on the table. I'm currently redoing my kitchen, so all of the stuff that's in the kitchen is actually on the dining room table. I've just managed to kind of burrow a little hole big enough to put the streaming setup on top of it. It's kind of one of those situations where the newscaster's not wearing any trousers, like everything around the camera, everything around what you're seeing is chaos with this. The teams are huddling up. Maresca's got his snood up to the nose. It must be cold up in Cardiff. I don't really have any connection to Wales. I support England, obviously. Soft spot for Scotland because I live there, but Jones, doesn't get more Welsh than that. And it's not even raised Welsh guy. I think he was from Cardiff, from what I hear. Um, but I went Airbnb type thing. Didn't really get to see much of the city, to be honest. But it did feel oddly interesting to go back to somewhere that I knew was. I think that all just disappeared. Isn't it funny how that happens? Just in one generation to the next, the whole lineage can change. Um, but not the one that my name is from. Ball from him up to Tyreek George, keeping long ball, unlocking attacking chance. What he's not good at is when they hoof the ball and put it on his head, and then he has to deal with it. If I was the Cardiff manager, and I think if I'm not mistaken, is the Cardiff manager not an ex? Like I think he did Maresca's job when Maresca left City. This guy kind of took his place as the under-21 coach at City. There's a connection there of some sort. But and see if they can deal with it. And anytime you have a free kick or a dead ball situation or even just a bit of space, put it on Jorgensen's head because he's not very good in the air. So that I think like the blueprint does exist to beat us in this game. That's the thing that's concerning. Another thing, but that's how you would beat us if you were the other team. Try and get an early goal, make it as hostile as possible. Nice little break. I like this actually. I think this is better than sitting on the couch. I feel like sometimes I would just melt into the couch, whereas here I feel like I'm at like a from the trenches. Um, so there's been a couple of little niggly fouls um, so far, just like not that much. Just coming up to 3 minutes here, and not much to report really. Probably a good thing. The longer there's not a goal, I think that's actually good for us. We start to establish ourselves. Um, with these games, if you concede a goal, it's just. I remember, was it last season? No, it was the Pochettino. No patterns of play and no formation, and we went to Morecambe away. I think it was. It wasn't last season. I think it was the one before, and we lost. It was a beat them 5-0 or 5-1 at Stamford Bridge afterwards, which was obviously fine. But I just remember that 1-0, and they absolutely smashed us. They played us off the park. Um, we've come a long way since then. That's 2 years ago. Two trophies later, there have been some upgrades. I still hugely question the striker situation and the centre back situation. I think I think Maresca deserves a better centre back depth. I think we should have a more reliable number 9 option. So hopefully we'll see some action in the January transfer window, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Like that and bring him in January. So I don't know. We need some more firepower though. Jorgensen goes long. Buonanotte can control it, but he gives it away, does he? No, he manages to hold it. Did pretty well there. Buonanotte. Strong for a wee guy. Throw in from Seamus, who looks like a tall Joe Cole for Cardiff today. It was a nice little leave there from Santos to get some space. He passes it to Gittins. This time, is that Caicedo? Yeah, Caicedo trying to win the ball back. Cardiff can keep it. Almost 6 minutes in, and you can see what I mean. I was nervous about it. So just for now, oh, how silly that was. God. Oh, oh yeah, here we go. No, is it just me or does that look? Keep going. Cardiff have. We've won it. It was Cardiff who had all just just complete nightmare situation, just ripping the identity out of your club. I imagine he's gone, right? Malky Mackay was the manager, I think, and he was saying he was going to sack him, even though he was a huge fan favorite. That was a real dramatic time. We're kind of just letting them have it. I think we're just feels like so far, and that chance here to get it forward. It's Buonanotte puts in Santos. Marcu, nice touch. Then a bad one. One good touch, one bad one there. Achimpong chases it down. Comes out to Jamie Gittins on the left wing. Tyreek George goes for a run, looking for some good technical touches here to keep the ball. What's his name? Jamie Gittins can do a take on here, running into the box. Wins a corner. Jamie Gittins, he's a take on fiend. Ooh, and it's pulled back. Badia Shield running onto with his favourite left foot. Acres of space, no one around him, and he skies the shot because that is a decent chance. No one came to close him down. The two guys that came were nowhere near him. So that's a missed opportunity to get a shot on target. Cardiff take the goal kick short, which is concerning because that was very easy to just play out of our press. And then they still have the ball here. playing it around, playing it out left here. Oof, that's a foul. Foul, and then play continues. Jorgensen saves it, kind of fluffs the save a little bit. That was a very clumsy challenge from, I'm not sure who it was. Was it Achimpong? Yeah, Achimpong just comes in late, really. You know, you can imagine that being given as a yellow card. It was a very good advantage played because the ball broke very nicely for the other Cardiff guy who gets a shot on target. Jorgensen makes a little bit more of it than needed to, but does save it in the end. And we kick it out long from the back. Foul again there, this time by Buonanotte. Mr. Goodnight. Strong warning from the ref for Facu Buonanotte. Don't give me any more funny business, or you're going in the book, he says. So 13 minutes in, Cardiff playing out the back again. They're just waiting. They're waiting for us to come towards them, to press them, to overcommit. And we're just slowly taking up the space. And they do manage to play it out. It's a nice tackle from Caicedo. He wins it back, plays it nicely with Mark Gu. Here comes Tyreek George in the box, crosses in, went past everyone for a throw in. That's a good ball, man. Tyreek George on his right foot. He makes a good run, good couple of touches to get the space, and it's a beautiful ball whipped in on his right foot, and no one was there. Tosin's trying to find him this time. Good idea, not quite the right execution. Good run from George though, in behind. A little bit too much mustard on that one from Tosin. Achimpong closing down from the goal kick. He's had a run and he's had a shot blocked. Gittins gets it back to him. Achimpong just completely on his own, starting and continuing an attack here. Caicedo runs around the defender like he wasn't there. Ridiculous dribbling. Buonanotte. George. George looking very good on this right wing. So far it looks like a lot of our players have found a level that they can just overpower, which is really good. If this keeps going the way that it is, I'm not saying that it will, but I'm just saying if it keeps going the way that it is, then I think we should be in for a good win tonight. That's what it feels like. Oh wow, he's just been taken out there. That's a yellow card straight away for the Cardiff man, taking out again Achimpong, who's just running around like he's Jude Bellingham. Honestly, he's just kicking the ball forward and chasing it, and just running around these guys like they're not there. And Isaac Davies, number 39, is in the book for Cardiff. So good play from him so far. Achimpong. Nice to see him getting some minutes as well. For a while I was thinking, what do we got to do to watch this guy play? Foul on Caicedo. It's cleared away. Oh, George. Oh no. I thought he almost got the possession back. Defender managed to gather it. Kicked it straight to Tosin though. And I think, oh, it's loose from Badiashile. Guy was offside as well. That was a little sloppy little moment. Not ideal. Gone all the way back to the Cardiff keeper here. 17 minutes in. Oh no! Achimpong's done so well so far in this game, but he gave the ball away there. And Cardiff have the ball in our final third. What can they do with it? Trying to pass it around. Crossed in, cleared away. Caicedo can get it up to Bonanotte, who flicks it on beautifully to George. George coming down the right wing again. Cardiff players are piling back. George holds it up, keeps the ball beautifully, and we reset, going back towards the defenders. Caicedo picks it up. Badiashile. Badiashile often goes for the goalkeeper with the pass. He's not very adventurous. Oh my god. Jorgensen, under no pressure whatsoever, just rolls the ball into the Cardiff player's feet, and Cardiff get the ball back. That's strike one, Philip. And it's only 18 and a half minutes in, man. It's so crazy to have no goalkeeper depth. Sanchez is, I guess you could even still say it's questionable because he does seem to have a mistake around the corner, but there's been enough games in a row now where you think, okay, he's earned a bit of credit now because he's actually playing well. But he's the only one that we've got. Like, honestly, it's frightening. There's links as well that Jurgensen's leaving in January. Good riddance, man. All respect and everything, but I think we can get a way better backup. One of the kids that's in on loan at Strasbourg, or both, was it like Penders, and there's another guy in our team that doesn't get a second. There's some back and forth there, and then George crosses it in. It's cleared away by Cardiff. I thought there was a foul on Bonanotte, but it's not been given. George picks it up again. Achimpong, we're passing it around very nicely, you've got to say. Finding the space, passing it quickly as well, which is more than we've been doing in a lot of the more recent games. Cardiff win the ball back though with a little cheeky little tackle around about the halfway line. Yeah, that's a foul. Not given, which is crazy. It's just completely taken him out off the ball. Commentators also agreed that probably should have been a foul. Oh, they've made a mistake here, Cardiff, playing out the back. Bonanotte, George. Oh, shot and blocked. That was a decent chance, and it's come from good pressing, but also a bit of a bad error from Cardiff. Just way too casual with the pass, the centre back, and the counter's just on instantly. A couple of passes, George gets it out wide. He takes a shot with his right foot, doing more with his weak foot than he is with his left today, and it's blocked. And so we restart the game, playing out the back again. A lot more pace in the passing though. I'm very happy to see that. It's been so sluggish in the last few games. Just have these long moments of possession where we just no one's making runs and no one's passing. We're literally just at like a standstill, like an impasse. Um, so it's been good to not have that tonight. Have a little bit more liveliness in the build-up play. 21 minutes 45 seconds on the clock, and Cardiff have the ball here. Their goalkeeper in hot pink today, quite a fetching outfit for him. Has the ball, pressing a little bit. He goes slightly long, gets it over Tyreek George's head. Oh dear, that's a good ball. Oh my god. That was a really good ball forward. And Davies, who got booked earlier, I believe, chasing after it. It's come all the way from the keeper. Davies flicks it over, and wow, man. It was Achimpong who should have done better. This is exactly what I was saying as a route to goal for them. It's a long ball over his head, and he just doesn't know how to deal with it. Thank God the quality of this other team is not that high, because he had a chance to volley it, and he's absolutely scuffed it, and it's just gone 30 yards off the goal to the right. But that was a decent half a chance, and should act as a warning shot. Like, deal with the aerial balls. You can't just duck your head and let it go past you when you've got a player running in like that. It's just, that's sort of schoolboy, like 101. Do you know what I mean? That's not very good from Achimpong defensively. He's looked really good going forward, on the ball, passing, but that was not good enough. Not good enough to say the least. Trying to play here. Cardiff fans appealing for a handball off Achimpong, not given. Ball's flicked forward. Q can pick it up. Buonanotte gets it. Tyreek George from the right wing, running inside. We'll keep playing it out left. Gittins has it now. Back to Baliashil. Toss in. Achimpong. George gets it back to Achimpong again. 24 minutes in. Ball's gone back to Jorgensen. Playing the ball slowly out the back with Jorgensen on it is nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie. Flicks it out wide. Hato picks it up. I haven't really mentioned Hato. I don't think he's had much of the ball here on the left-hand side. Joel Hato. Barely remembered you were playing. Honestly. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That your left back is completely not in the game? I don't know. It's up for debate. Here he is. Hato, that's a nice touch. Must be listening. Caicedo. Toss in. Buonanotte's fouled there, surely. Not given, or at least play on. I don't think he even played on, though. I don't think he did give a foul. Buonanotte's a lot smaller than these guys. Like, physically, stature-wise, he's tiny. And they're kind of bullying him physically at the moment. But I think they're crossing the line, though. Yeah, I think he's been fouled a couple of times and it's not been called. 25 and a half minutes in, Jorgensen with the ball at his feet. He goes long, up forward towards Tyreek George. Doesn't win the header. Achimpong does well to recover this time. When it's on the ball as when we struggle a little bit. Even though he's tall, he's got the stature. I think he just doesn't have the years of experience to positionally know where he needs to be. That's a horrible tackle on Mark Yu. Just dived in from the back. Yeah, it's a yellow. Two yellows here. I think it's both of their centre halves. Boom. Just smashes into the back of Mark Yu, who just gets up and runs as if nothing happened. But that is a pretty rough tackle there. That's a pretty standard down the middle yellow card for sure. It is Callum Chambers. Wow, blast from the past. He used to play for Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken. He looks like himself, but just a little bit older, and he's grown the hair a little bit as well. I thought that name looked familiar. They've appealing for an offside here, and it's not been given, so we play on. But it could well be that if something happens here, it might be offside. Gittins has the ball. He takes on his man, coming out from the left wing, and it's tackled away. Hato. Jorgensen. 27 minutes in. I think I'd say that we've been controlling this game and we've limited them to very little, and they've shown that they're not full of quality. Let's be real, but we haven't done much with the ball. I would say we haven't really created much. We haven't really looked threatening. We're just sort of controlling the game and passing the ball around relatively lively. That's kind of my summary of the first 28 minutes of this game. Maybe that was the plan, just settle in, don't go all gung ho and just allow the chances to kind of happen, which seems to be the sort of attitude and the vibe that I'm feeling right now. But we are winning the ball up the pitch. Here we are again. Buonanotte with a loose touch again. Strange signing, that one. Buonanotte, no obligation to buy, cold loan from Brighton. It's just mad. We're training one of their youth players just to improve him, send him back. Turnbull with a tackle on Santos, no foul given. Santos gets him back this time, foul given. The Club World Cup badge glistening, the gold from the badge glistening into the screen here, blinding my eyes at the sheer glory of such a prestigious trophy that we're going to run for another 1,000 odd days. Crossed in here for Cardiff from a free kick. Headed away pretty well, and it was offside anyway. So the ball is dead. 29.5 minutes into this game. A goal would settle any little bubbling up nerves that might be coming on for the Chelsea fans. But yeah, Buonanotte's had a tricky first half, to be honest. A couple of loose touches, sort of feels just a little bit out of it in terms of the speed of play, and he's been smashed a couple of times by the Cardiff players, and no foul's been given. So tricky one for him. Jorgensen rolls it out nicely this time to Marcu, who can keep the ball, bring in some players, and now we've started a new phase of play in the Cardiff half. Badiashile, nice turn from Caicedo to get away from his man. He puts through Marcu, chance on his left foot, hits it straight at the keeper with his weaker left foot, and it's a shot on target. It's one of those that could go anywhere, could go through the legs, could go past the side. I like that he took it on his left there and didn't try and turn, because I don't think he would have been able to. Striker's attempt, the keeper saves it with his feet. And actually, it ricochets off the defender, and he's got to make another kind of half save, the keeper. So he did pretty well there. But again, I'd say that's probably our best chance, our best kind of most incisive passage of play, and we're 31 minutes in against League One Cardiff. So does that say more about them or us? I'm not sure. Just telling you the facts here, people. So 31 minutes, 20 seconds in. Badiashile holding the ball. Jorgensen. Oh, Buonanotte does well there this time, showing a bit of physicality to win the ball. Hato's on it. Out wide to Santos. George takes on his man. Left foot. Tackled. Damn. This guy Davis has shown a little bit of quality for Cardiff. He's been good in this first half. Pretty sure he's on a yellow though. Loose pass there a little bit. Badiashile can pick it up. Gittins, Caicedo. Lovely ball from him. Oh, Buonanotte again with a loose touch. What's going on with him, man? Did he have like a whole pizza Neapolitano or something before the game? Just looks off. Almost everything he's done has been uh, a mistake or an error. So Cardiff have the ball here in our half. Nice tackle from Achimpong. Sorry, it was Andre Santos who thinks he's won the throw in, but he hasn't. Cardiff, of course, one of the very few teams playing in the in the English pyramid, um, and are not in England. We've got Cardiff, Swansea, Wrexham, who are flying high. Oh God, here they come. Cardiff crossed in. Oh my God, it's crossed in out of absolutely nothing. What has happened there? Poor play, Achimpong again getting beaten on his, oh my God, in his defensive position. It's whipped in and it's deflected on the way in from Caicedo, which means Jorgensen has to save it, and he does. It goes out for a corner, but that could have easily gone in for a goal, and we'd be in an absolute chaotic situation. 1-0 down to Cardiff. It's their corner though, crossed in. We could head this one away. They try and knock it back in. We kick it out of the pitch. But my God, man, out of absolutely nowhere, Cardiff have basically almost scored, and that is the best chance of the whole game so far. Damn. Gittins taking on a man here. Must be his throw, no? Yeah. So stressful. Last day of my other work tomorrow. I'm very excited. Gonna have a little bit of time off. Go and visit the family back home. So just one more work, and then a little bit of rest and relaxation. Although I say that, niece and nephew will be jumping all over me for the whole time I'm there, but I can't wait. 35 minutes in. The one problem is that that whole part of the family is Arsenal, which is gross. My brother-in-law, his kids. Oh, crossed in again. Beautiful ball from Tyreek George. No one can get on the end of it. He's been decent, man, down this right wing. Couple of really good balls whipped in. And no one really following his wavelength, which is annoying. God, Cardiff should have probably scored there. They are sponsored by Visit Malaysia. Maybe it is the same owner. So anyway, Ajimpong running forward with the ball. He's been good at that all game. Can he take a shot? No, he's tackled. Gives away the ball, and now he's out of position. Caicedo, absolute legendary recovery there. No foul, even though he did put himself between the player and the ball. So Cardiff can take a throw here. Cardiff playing out the back. Way too much time on the ball, way too much space. It's dealt with this time quite well by Achimpong. Hopefully he'll grow into this game defensively because he's been excellent going forward, but that's two or three sloppy defensive plays from him, and it's led to chances, man. It was a little bit like the Everton game. I think they probably should have taken the lead, and they had some pretty good chances throughout the game. We rode our luck and won the game 2-0, but 2-0 didn't really tell the story of the game, I felt. That we could go 1-0 up and go into halftime in the lead, and I think it would be a little bit flattering on us, to be honest. Um, Gittins gets the ball back though. Buonanotte. Gittins, Gu, Hato, Caicedo. Caicedo's been necessary in this one. He's done some very important defensive work. Wow, what a ball. Caicedo to Gittins. Space for him on the left. Cuts inside. Back outside. Toe poke forward. Cleared away by Cardiff. I don't quite see what he saw there with the little toe poke. Didn't work out. Throw in to the Chelsea. I was going to say the Blues, but today Cardiff are the Blues with the Whites. I'm always paranoid because I'm not on the same screen if the stream's actually uh, what was I going to say? Even still streaming. Do you know what I mean? I have to keep checking it. Trish said, "End of my seat." Then, what do you mean? 39 minutes. To be fair, you might have said that at any point since the last time I checked the chat. It's going to be obviously much better when I have the chat running at the same time in the stream. Oh, if you're meaning that we're having an edge of our seat uh, game, then you're right, because currently it's 0-0 and we haven't looked very dangerous, and if anything, the last 5 minutes have been frustratingly good for Cardiff. Oh, another loose ball there. This time it's toss in. Just these ambitious passes, long balls along the ground, right into the middle of the pitch. Yeah, we're going to see that save again. So he gets away from Achimpong, whips it in. Caicedo blocks the cross, and he does very well to get a strong hand on that. Jurgensen, that could have easily gone in, easily, and then it would be 1-0. 100% that could have gone in. That's a good ball. That's a really good ball from him. Jurgensen getting us right up the pitch. Here's Gittins. Goes for a run. Blocked. Again. As soon as he kind of puts the burners on, he is quick, but he allows the defenders to tackle him. Like he's either not quite skillful enough to get round them, not quite fast enough, I don't know. Oh, long ball there, lost. Achimpong this time, it's just not happening. Going forward. Was that Buonanotte again? He might have to come off at half time, man. Honestly. Terrible. Terrible. Achimpong, at this rate, you'd want him just to be like a midfielder because he's been very good going forward. But suspect at the back. Hopefully I'm still in the frame here. Am I? Yeah, that looks alright. I could even go down a bit. 1-2, Cardiff are in. Oh my god, dealt with well this time. Just in the nick of time. Well, we lose the ball again. Here they come from the right. Oh, and he's fluffed it now. I mean, I get if he fluffs it, he's in League One. It's a League One winger. Of course he's going to fluff it. We're the world champs. Do you know what I mean? We should be. I feel like pulling away from these guys in this game. And 42 minutes in, it's very even. And if anything, Cardiff have been the ones with more decent chances. Not good. Not good, man. Hato, nice 1-2. Kittens saves it. Oh, can't get this ball forward, man. Achiampong with a aggressive pass forward, and the keeper just whacks it to clear it. That was a good header from Josh this time. Buonanotte, please keep the ball. He can't. He literally can't. This is the one of the worst displays I think I've seen from an individual all season. He can't do anything right, this guy. I think he's better than this. I just think he's having a terrible game. But he has to come off at half time. He's just been absolutely off it in this game. Foul given, but play on for Cardiff. Don't give win now. Oh, God. 43 and a half minutes in. That's a good tackle. Can we break away here? Not really. Oh, Barrier Shield gives it away. Oh my God, it's a free hit. Just a terrible pass from Barrier Shield. Why is it so stressful watching this team, man? We're playing League One Cardiff. Please, please do not do this to me, us, to Trish, to anyone in the future who watches this video. It's going to be there forever. This video will exist forever. And it's just going to be a stress pot because we're 44 minutes in. And we've given it away again. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What are we doing? And that's a foul. It's a free kick to Cardiff in a very dangerous area. Just another mistake. Hato this time. And it's a yellow for him too. For the oh my God. Hato's booked for sarcastically applauding the ref. To be fair, he gives away he does get the ball, but you can't do that. Oh no, it's Caicedo. Caicedo who gets the booking for the sarcastic applause. That is so childish, so immature from him. This is so crazy. Trish is saying you're making me laugh. I'm glad that my misery is making you laugh. But I think that's probably why I'm a comedian, because I'm good at ranting. But this is painful. This is painful to watch. I've gone from saying, "Oh, it's pretty even. We've controlled the game," to here come Cardiff and they're about to score, and it's taken one half to get there. And I just think we're all of our defensive frailties are showing right now. Our B team is not very good. Let's just be completely honest about it. Maybe they've got a lot of potential and they'll be great once they're a little bit further along, but I cannot count on this B team. They're making me stressed, man. They're making me stressed. Oh God. Imagine we score after all that, just to go into the break in the lead. So half time, only 1 minute of extra time. It is Cardiff nil, Chelsea nil. I want to see the stats in this game. Let's have a look at the stats. Who's football? Let's have a look at this, because this has been woeful, woeful. We've had 58% of the ball, actually less than I would have thought or expected, and only one shot on target. 5 shots in total, one on target. They've had 6 and 2 on target. Total touches inside the opposition box, 8 for Cardiff, 7 for us. Not good. Goalkeeper saves, 3 for us. We've had to make 3 pretty big saves. Jorgensen's been quite good, actually, in terms of the saves. We've committed more fouls. We've taken fewer shots. We have fewer shots on target, off target, fewer attempts from outside the box. We've been offside more. But it's just Really, really disappointing. 2 crosses in the whole game. They've had 6. This is crazy, man. 2 yellow cards to R1, and that one from Caicedo is so stupid. He needs to get that pettiness out of his game, man. Oh, God. Here we are again. Here we are again. Trish, as a regular viewer, will know it's often stressful, man, especially at halftime. So we're gonna gather ourselves, get something to drink, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Oh my God! Fast forward to the end where we qualified, please. Test. Okay, folks, we're back. We're back for this absolute dross so far. Complete, completely uninspiring display. I think if we are being completely honest, no good. No good. No good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Are we ready to face the music again? To have this average game ahead of us. Poor performance, poor play, poor everything. It was poor for me to not turn the clock on earlier. Why is this? Oh, why is this such bad font? Why is it so blurry? It was totally fine. It was totally fine earlier. This is why we can't have nice things. Look at this. This is crazy. Ah, yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so that's working. So if I do this right, if I do this right, we should have the clock for this second half. So let's really try and nail this, people. Come on. Can we have a drum roll, please? I'm more nervous about this than the actual match, to be honest. This is a huge moment in the channel. The Sandy Jones Show, probably about a year and 2 months into this journey. Joe Cordina, the Welsh boxer, coming in with all his titles tonight. 5 titles this guy has. Bloody hell. And yeah, I just think the moment when we finally synchronize to the match clock, that's a big step in any football YouTuber's journey. Yeah, it looks like the ink has run. Exactly. It was totally fine. Why does it look like that? I don't understand. It's not fair. Look, I've got this font here. Oh, that's maybe why. Oh yeah, look at that. So if I do that, but then obviously just need to change the size. So if I do this, then this. Is it changing in real time? I think it is, right? Imagine now I missed the kickoff again. There we go. The ink is back. The ink had run, and now it's back. Look at that. That is what I call a professional looking scorebar. In fact, I think we could make it even look even sexier. Let's figure this out. So how about, do we want opacity? I want bold. Yeah, bold. Bold looks much better. This is cool now. Yeah, this is a lot better. I think maybe this as completely white there. Trish is a fan. Bang on, she says. Looks pretty good to me too. Now I need to get the... Why can't I get chat to come into this chat box? So this here should be a chat box. I should be able to say, look, Trish has sent this message. I'd like to put it up on the chat so that everyone can see it. And for some reason, it's not doing that by default. So that might be a little bit too much to ask for this stream. I might have to look into it. But the score is looking great. Look at that. Transform. Properties. Ah, okay, if I press that, then clean old school. Let's try this then. So, yeah, there we go. There's the messages. Okay, guys, look at this. We're doing it. We're doing it one step at a time. Live in the moment, trying to figure out this system. And look, there it is. Which side is it? This one. Oh, that's hard. Okay, it's inverted, so when you want to point that way, your brain goes, oh yeah, it's this one. Um, cool. Look at that. Chat, logo, score, and this was all free. Managed to get this sorted for free. I think if you invest a little bit, you obviously get much better software. Camera should arrive tomorrow. Microphone adapter should arrive tomorrow. So the new stream, not probably not the one at the weekend, but the one after that, the 20, I can't remember what day it is again. Let's have a quick look. I will be back here for that one. Yeah, it's Saturday 27th of December, 6:30, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. We will be there. We will absolutely be there. Just going to make sure that I have that saved. Yeah, yeah, we will be here for that one. Cool. So we've got some players coming on. Thanks a lot, Trish. Saying well done. New things take time. They do. They do. And it's better to get started and it not be perfect, and then you kind of improve it along the way. So we're going to go here. We're just going to restart this so it's as clear and crisp as possible. And then, drum roll please, we're going to try and get this clock working. So here we go. 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 We've done it. We've done it. We've got a clock. We've got a clock, baby. Look at that. Look at that. What time to be alive. Synchronized clock. Starting to remember that this side is this side and this side is this side. Synchronized clock. Chat. Well put font. Logo. It's all coming together. Great. So, game has kicked off. This could be part of a montage in the future, you know, when the channel's a lot bigger and a lot more is happening on it, just to show these steps of like how it all started from the very blurry bleeding. That banner looks so ropey. Oh, I don't even understand why that worked, why that happened. So here's Mr. Pink, Cardiff keeper, plays it out. I believe, yes. Gittins is still on. Gittins is still on. Is George still on? It's kind of the wrong side to be able to tell. Garnacho's definitely playing on the left wing. Gittins on the Renate stayed on. I'm surprised at that one, man. He was useless. I don't even think he's a bad player, but he just had the worst game, the worst first half. Badia Shield. Oof. That's nice play from Pedro to keep it. Hopefully Pedro and Garnacho just show a little bit more quality than their counterparts in the first half. Ah, oh, Buonanotte closed down again. Santos gives away a foul. "48 minutes. Cardiff are playing it around a little bit at the start of the second half. The stadium just sounds dead, to be honest. I think people are just bored. People are just slowly coming back to their seats from the halftime bathroom break. A bit of a dead game, to be honest. And we've just been shooting ourselves in the foot at the end of that first half. Trying to make a classic, Carling Cup classic. Oops. Like in the last round of this cup, 4-3 against Wolves, trying to do our absolute best to to throw the game away. God, it's just all Cardiff, really, man. They're passing it around. They're right outside our box. 49 minutes, 50 seconds in. Passing, passing, passing. Cross in. Barrier shield clears. The last minute or so, just kind of escaped me. I had nothing to say because it was just Cardiff just passing the ball, passing the ball. They've come out in the second half, really playing football, man. Fans are loving it. So I think it's fair to say that our second team is about the level of a League One, top of League One kind of team. Jorgensen, Buonanotte. I think that's probably fair because we couldn't break them down in the first half, and they're looking pretty good just now, to be fair. It was all well and good when we were in the Conference League playing teams that were founded 11 years ago from Kazakhstan. It's like, okay, we can score 8 goals against them, no problem. These actually genuine tricky cup ties, when we have to rest players and give out some minutes, we always struggle, man. We always struggle. Yeah, there's going to be extra time and penalties at this rate if it stays like this. That's some nice football there. Buonanotte keeps the ball there. I thought he did a heavy touch. Can he put the player in? No, he gives the ball away again. Buonanotte. Why are you doing everything you can to make it that I don't have a Buonanotte? Gittins in the box. Passes. Caicedo. Turn. Shoot. Blocked. Gittins again. Gittins is on the right wing. Takes a shot. We had Gittins on the right in the last game. It didn't work at all. He's not a right winger. He's heavily, heavily right-footed. Should be playing on the left if we're playing the cut inside. We don't overlap fullbacks. I don't understand that. If he's actually playing on the right, I don't understand. We've got Garnacho on the left, which does make sense, but Gittins on the right. Tyreek George was playing well. I don't know why he came off. Tyreek George was probably our best attacker in the first half. I think he should have stayed. It should have been Buonanotte that come off. Mark you, I understand. No problem. Joao Pedro's on the floor here, holding his head, trying to say that he got elbowed. 53 minutes in. Oh, nice tackle that time from Buonanotte. There's a player making a run. Pass. Yes. Garnacho. Oh man, that was excellent play from Buonanotte. Finally, a little bit of quality from the wee guy. He manages to get through, and then I think he waited too long. He just waited and waited and waited. He didn't release the ball, but then it did open up, and it was a very good long through ball. Perfect run from Garnacho, takes it first time, and it's just a really good save from the keeper. That's by far the best attack we've had in the whole game. 53 and a half minutes in, a genuine threatening position on the goal. Corner kick taken, flicked onto the front post, headed away. Cool. Garnacho wins the ball back. That's another reason why he's played, to be fair, because he's very physical in defence, and he does win the ball back quite a lot. He's, I think I've been very complimentary towards Garnacho on this channel, especially in the last few games. I think he's been probably one of our best players, if not the best player we've had in attack and in defence. Sort of like all-round performance, like pretty good the last few games. Okay, out wide here. Here he is, Garnacho. Cuts inside, shoots. Pedro lays it off. Lovely shot blocked. Headed away from Caicedo this time. Another shot for him. Andre Santos out wide to Jamie Gittins on the right hand side. Onto his left, onto his right. Cleared away. It wasn't it wasn't the best take on, to be fair. I don't understand why he's coming from the right, but he did okay, and then he got tackled, and the ball kind of ricocheted and flew out. So it's going to be a Chelsea corner. Cardiff are making a sub. That was a good first proper attack from Garnacho. This last sort of couple of minutes, he's had two decent chances. Hopefully he can get another couple. JMFG is saying semi-final question mark. Oh yeah, it's a quarter-final, isn't it? Sorry, my bad. Of course. It's not the semi-final, it's the quarter-final. 56 minutes in. Third corner, taken short this time. Hato flicked inside. Caicedo gets it wide. It was Garnacho again. Third shot for him in the last few minutes. Jorgensen's come right out, and he's got an absolutely terrible touch. He's come so far out of his goal for no reason and just put it straight into touch. I don't get that. Like, let the defender deal with it. That just shows how nervy he is. Oh my God, Cardiff have given it away. This is a huge chance. Buonanotte, Garnacho, get in. It's a gift, and we'll take it. It's Christmas time, and that is the gift to us from Cardiff City. Oh my God, horrific for them. Absolutely awful, awful action for them. Lawler. Lawler with an absolute howler at the back. How has he done that? He's just passed it to Buonanotte, who's had a terrible game. He's just said, here, mate, here's your redemption arc in this game. Passes it to him. He holds it, he puts Garnacho in, and Garnacho finishes it beautifully. Just waits for the keeper to come out, lifts it ever so slightly, and it's a really good finish. Let's have a look. Yeah, great finish on his left foot, back post. Does his trademark kind of sitting on the barrier celebration right in front of the Chelsea fans. 57 minutes, 45 seconds. The first stream where we have a timer, and now, well, a timer this way. I'm gonna really struggle to get used to that. We can also do this. Boom. Look at that. Score change in the moment. Good. We needed this, man. We needed this. Hopefully we can just consolidate from this point. Like completely undeserved bit of luck there, honestly. That's why I just said that. That's how it felt. Even though we were definitely, I just felt that was going one way, and it was a cheeky 1-0 win to Cardiff. Achiampong out wide to Gittins. Gittins on the right hand side. Still makes and hasn't played ever right wing for us until the game against Everton. Or Leeds, was it? But here we go. Garnacho is through here from a long ball. Gets it onto his right. Flicks it in. Joao Pedro. Blocked. Buonanotte. Shoots. Oh, saved. Oh, wow. It's an excellent, excellent shot from Buonanotte. What this goal has just changed the dynamic of the game. We're now trying to get these long balls forward. We're trying to create stuff. Joao Pedro with a weak shot blocked. Buonanotte gets it onto his left foot. Lovely finesse shot on his left foot. And it's flicked over the bar by the goalkeeper. Chelsea fans here on the end behind the goal. It's a corner kick to us. I believe it's the fourth one of the game. Here's Gittins. Santos. Ah, bit of a nothing ball there. '60 minutes, 45. Cardiff playing the ball around here a little bit. They're trying to get back into the game. A little spell of possession for them. 61 minutes in. Honestly, if you told me that this game was just the most boring borefest you've ever seen, but we get through 1-0, I will take that any day of the week. We've got two very, very difficult fixtures coming up. Newcastle away, which is always 3 points, but low expectations, I'm just going to be honest. And then we've got Villa at home. Villa, who are in probably the form team of the Prem. If you go back sort of 10, 12 games, they've been unstoppable, almost. So, yeah, we needed those 3 points against Everton, and we just needed to navigate this tie. And right now, we are riding our luck to get through this tie. They've just gifted us a goal, man. Crazy. If you're a Cardiff fan, you'd be absolutely raging. Long ball forward here from Jorgensen. Quite far away from any Chelsea player. High press here, trying to get the ball back. They start playing it out. Oh, nice tackle. Santos. Can he put him in? He can. Garnacho one-on-one with the keeper. Keeper comes out and slides to get the ball away. Garnacho's pulled up in pain. That was a lovely intercepting tackle from Andre Santos. Good to see him doing that. He's not been doing enough of that this game. Hopefully Garnacho's not actually injured because he's walking awkwardly and leaning down and touching his boots. Not good. Crossed in by Cardiff, cleared away. Touch wood. I'm not trying to tempt fate. I'm not trying to say anything. Touch wood. Touch wood. Tosin hasn't made any major errors today. A couple of shaky passes, but he's actually been relatively assured in defence. We're going to see this again. Goalkeeper comes out, does well to get the ball. I thought that could have been a little bit more dangerous. He's done just very well, the goalkeeper, to clear that. So it's a corner to Cardiff. 26 minutes to go. taken short, crossed in and blocked by Caicedo, so they can come again, Cardiff. Appealing for a foul. Ref fallen over. Is there anything better than the ref falling over? Crossed in. Jorgensen punches away, gets a decent fist onto it, and it does go out for a throw. He's injured though. Oh God. What's happened there? Didn't even look like he made any contact with anyone. Oh, what's happened? Jorgensen's in pain. But it looked very innocuous. Okay, we've got some big guns coming on. Pedro Neto, Malo Gusto. Gittins coming off. I don't understand Gittins at right wing. Can we please not do this again? There's no reason to do it again. There's 2 games in a row. Absolutely dire performance when he was on the wing. He was actually all right on the left. Either play him on the left or take him off. And good, Buonanotte has come off, having had a crap game and then a few actually decent moments just before he came off. He's actually sort of, would you say he's saved the performance? Maybe not, but he's been very, very disappointing until the last few minutes of this game. And now he's off anyway, so Malo Gusto comes on. Does that mean, I guess, Malo Gusto is playing in midfield? Him and Caicedo at the back, and then Santos in the 10? Something like that? Yeah, Santos is pushing right up. So Malo Gusto, Caicedo, central midfield partnership. Pedro Neto comes up onto the right wing, which makes perfect sense instead of Gittins. Garnacho on the left, Joao Pedro up front. Like, we should score again in this game. There's so much firepower on the pitch now. We really should. If we're going to be shaky defensively, at least we should be scoring another goal or two, just to settle this tie once and for all. Chambers with a long ball that's gone all the way through to the right wing for Cardiff, so they've got a chance here to make something happen, but Colwell fouls, I think it's, yeah, Hato this time. So we press forward with a free kick. Craig Bellamy in the crowd watching the game. He scored a couple of very annoying goals against us over the years. I was at Stamford Bridge the time we played Man City after the whole John Terry Wayne Bridge drama. That was a toxic game, and I think we lost 5-2 or 4-2, and I was right behind the goal for all 4 of the City goals, or at least 3 of them in the second half. They just absolutely pumped us. Horrible, horrible game to go to. Awful. Probably the worst I've seen us lose, I think. Wow, lost Wigan away, Titus Bramble. When else did we lose? When I was there, bad game. I think of another bad loss. Oh my God, that was a horrible one. I managed to get a ticket to Chelsea Liverpool the day that Torres signed for us. So that he signed for us, and then the next day was Chelsea Liverpool, and I managed to get a ticket. I was living in Glasgow at the time, and I took a 12-hour overnight bus because it's the only thing I could afford. Went to the game, and obviously we lost. And actually, Raul Meireles scored for them, and we ended up signing him afterwards as well. And then I had to take a 12-hour bus all the way back up that same day. So it was just sleeping twice on the bus basically to make that possible, and we lost, and it was so disheartening. That was a very lonely, dark journey home on the megabus. I think it was £10. I don't know how much the Megabus costs now, if it's even a thing. But it was 10 or under to get from Glasgow to London the next day. So I was like, that's cheap. There's a reason it's that cheap. To be fair, it was totally okay, but yeah, not the nicest journey when you lose, and the Liverpool fans were just so hostile that day because Torres was playing for us. 70 minutes in. Interesting, it's one of the only games that Torres and Drogba played up front together, like as a two. They never did that again, I don't think. 20 minutes to go, guys. 20 minutes to go. Cardiff with the ball. Remember, if they score and it's 1-1, then it goes to extra time and even penalties. So we do have potential, touch wood, hopefully not, for the first ever penalty shootout on the channel. Is it? Is it the first ever penalty shootout on the channel? When's the last time we had a penalty shootout? We had one in the Poch season with Mudryk. I filmed myself watching that, but I didn't have the channel yet, so it wasn't live. Don't think we've had any other penalty shootouts. But let's not focus on that. Let's hopefully just win this game and put that to bed. Got a bit more of the ball here now. 71 minutes in. Oh, that's a nice ball. Caicedo. Oh, Gusto. Gusto's. I thought. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gusto's basically playing a striker. He manages to ghost in, get a decent sort of position, and then the Cardiff defender comes, takes the ball off him, tries to clear it, but essentially almost passes it into his own net. It's defended, and then the guy running in tries to clear it, and he very nearly puts it into the Cardiff net. That would have been another gift. 71 and a half minutes in. Interestingly enough, the word gift means poison in German, so that always creates a little bit of an interesting time at Christmas. Here's Caicedo. Oh, Santos takes a shot. Caicedo manages to muscle his way into the box and block the defender. Santos can take a shot, and it's gone out for a corner. Done that a few times in a car, and no one talks all the way home. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, horrific. Those long journeys. I thought I was going to have one in Rocklow. We were 1-0 down at half time and we looked terrible. I was already, oh my God, Garnacho. Oh, saved again, another corner. I was already picturing this lonely, horrible drive back to Berlin after that first half, and then we ended up winning 4-1. It's just jubilation. So good. Okay, here we go. So 17 minutes to go. We're going to take a normal corner, not a short one for once. Pedro Neto whipping it in. Flicked on the front post. Headed away again. It's another corner. This could be like a 2 or 3-0 if we play our cards right, and just keep up this pressure. Get a couple of goals here. Can't let Cardiff get comfortable and back into the rhythm of things. So anyway, it's a corner again from the other side. We're going to flood the box. Pedro Neto with an outswinger this time, headed away. Very dangerous from set pieces we've been this season, but not that time. Gusto's everywhere, man. Left back, central mid, up front. Can Garnacho get there? No. It's a decent idea, but just way too much power there from Gusto trying to find Garnacho on the wing. Gusto is sort of playing like a Reece James role, just roaming around, doing whatever needs to be done. No real fixed position per se. Toss in with another decent tackle there. It's good to see him having a good game, or at least a decent game. It's been Achimpong has been shaky at the back, but Tostin's been all right so far. Cardiff with a chance here to put the ball in-ish. We've got possession in our final third. Crossed in, headed. They've fucking scored. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, it's a decent ball, but why is it so easy, man? Why is it so easy? We just look so beatable today. This is just so bad, so pedestrian. It's been coming. They've been decent, man. Cardiff have played well. They're passing it around, and we're just making them look good, man. Look at this. Puts it on his left foot. Oh, ah. There's two or three players offside, but the guy who came and ran onto the ball came from a slightly deeper position. It's a beautiful diving header. It's a perfect ball put in a great position, but no one read the header. I think Tossin's just in no man's land. I was praising him just then. Tossin, like Tossin, zero defensive effort in that one. Just watches it go in. Gusto does not go with the runner. Just allows him all the space and time. And a guy who hadn't scored in a year has just towering header, like diving towering header, put it in the corner, and it's 1-1. We can't take this to extra time and pens, man. Surely that's them coming at us again. When I said that, I didn't mean that I want them to win. Don't you dare let them score again, man. Don't you dare do it. Here they come. Clear it. Yes. Oh my God. Do a stream, they said. Watch Chelsea against League One Cardiff City, they said. Cats here, also disgusted. Oh, God. Can we just be honest? Cardiff have been excellent today. They're in League One, and they have shown more than us today in terms of the 50-50s and the drive. Like they've it's been all that. We've had a bit more quality, and we scored a goal from a gift, but we're not exactly challenging their keeper regularly. Here's Neto, another gift. Oh my God, it's a beautiful tackle. Oh, it's a beautiful tackle, I think, from on João Pedro. Oh man, good heavens. Trish says, I feel like you look, I have no words. Yep, just. Ah. Maresca said it himself. We said it before the game started. This has a banana skin element to it. League One opposition. Tuesday night, under the lights, Cardiff City away, a historical fan derby. Their players were always going to be up for it. And ours we basically threw away the first half. We were gifted a goal. And we've just allowed them to play the ball around in our final third, to start building up possession, building up attacking impetus, and you just let them cross like that. Tossin nowhere to be seen. Gusto nowhere to be seen. Turnbow with a full free header, and he just buries it. Pandemonium in the crowd, going absolutely mental, and so they should. And it's bloody 1-1. And the premonition we had of a first ever penalty shootout on the channel. It's a distinct possibility once again. Got a long... Oh, he is the guy who used to play for Celtic. Turnbull. Bloody hell, that makes it even worse. Come on, man. Enzo looking grumpy on the bench. I mean, at this point, we've also got like a lot of our first team on the pitch. Joao Pedro's on the pitch. Pedro Neto's on the pitch. Gusto's on the pitch. Caicedo's on the pitch. Achiampong, you could argue, is on the pitch. These are all people who you could argue are in our first team or very close to the first team in Achiampong. You know, minus Chalobah, minus Enzo. That's it really. No one else is above these guys in the pecking order. Just trying to think. Estevao, you could argue. Yeah, man. Fofana, obviously. Colwill, Lavia. I'm not counting injured players. Asugo. We miss Asugo as well. He was looking really good when he was getting a few minutes here and there before his injury. But yeah, this has been really not a good showing, man. Again, in a tricky tie. Oh, God. Here come Cardiff again. It's a lovely ball. He's got a chance here. Flicked across goal. Jorgensen saves, drops it, and then lands on it. He passes it out to Pedro Neto. Come on, use your pace, man. Right wing Pedro Neto. We cannot do another 30 minutes, man. That's so many more kilometers to run and energy to expend. Plus our energy. How on earth am I going to sleep after that? Got to get up at 7:30. Crossed in, shot, get in! Pedro Neto! He's heard me. I swear he's heard me. On his right foot, he's just like, come on, let's go. Come over to the fence. Let's go. Come over to the fence. On his right foot, he heard it. He was like, you know what? I can't send this guy to work at 7:30 in the morning and not give him something to celebrate the night before and put him through extra time and penalties against a League One opposition. It's a lovely ball from Joao Pedro. He holds it up excellently, puts in, is that Andre Santos? It is, in the 10, who rolls it over to Pedro Neto. He shoots. The defender kind of blocks it. It just deflects off his leg. And I think that puts a little bit more pizzazz on the shot. You know, it like makes the ball swing a little bit. Takes it wide from the keeper. And it just barely nestles into the back post. So it's 2-1. Again, we've ridden our luck. That's not a clear, shot. It's deflected and takes it off the keeper. But again, we will absolutely take it. 2-1. Please just tell me we're going to play this out now. Keep the ball. Do not let these guys here. They've immediately already started to pile up some possession here. Crossed in, headed away. Badiashile crossed back in. Oh my God, they've hit the bar. Oh my God, they've hit the bar. He's whacked the ball into the floor. It's bounced way up into the air over Jorgensen and knocked off the bar. Crazy. I literally was just about to say we cannot allow these guys to build up possession and to pass it around and to get comfortable and to be swinging balls into the box. That's exactly what just happened. So, got a couple of subs coming on, or at least one. Achiampong is coming off. And it's Chalobah coming on. Please don't tell me he's going to play right back. Please don't tell me that. I can't be asked. He is Chalobah right back. Why? Why? Man, I don't understand that decision. That's the same as Gitten's right wing. If that somehow costs us, man, that is crazy. Chalobah right back for the last 5 minutes. Why? Don't understand that. Anyway, Cardiff with the ball. Good tackle this time from Santos. Keep the ball here. That's nice play. Lovely play. Hato. Good attacking play from him. Cardiff trying to build up again. They've lost the ball. Gusto puts it all the way back to Jorgensen. 5 minutes to go. This should be the end, guys. Come on. This should be the end. Surely we can see this through. Neto. Chalobah. Chalobah right back. Why? Why? Badiashile. Hato. Jorgensen whacks it long, trying to find Pedro Neto. No problem for the defender. Oh, Chalobah getting caught out slightly at right back, as we assumed he probably would. Crossed in, cleared away. That's nice. Caicedo just so classy catching the ball there. Neto, Santos, Garnacho, left foot, perfect. Joao Pedro, touch, shot blocked. Handball, he's appealing, handball. Thought he should have taken it first time. He takes a touch, but he's been excellent, Caicedo, really. He's kind of been one of our most important attackers in a way. His dribbling's been excellent. He's been passing the ball very well, intercepting the play, and doing these sort of penetrating passes. Difficult to see what he's done wrong today, except that one bit of dissent, the sarcastic clap to get booked. So stupid. So childish. Can't be doing that. Apart from that, he's been excellent. Cardiff can kick it out from the keeper. 2.5 minutes to go. There's going to be a fair bit of extra time. Remember, there was that injury to the goalkeeper. I would imagine at least 4 or 5 minutes. Please tell me this is the end. We just get through semi-final. They'll probably do the draw straight after the game as well. Or no, maybe they'll do that tomorrow. Oh God, Chalobah lost it again. He's not comfortable in these wider areas and pushing up further forward. He's given the ball away there, so Cardiff have the ball. If something like it's a bit like Ranieri-esque. It's kind of Tinkerman vibes. Is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Why would you put Chalobah at right back? I don't understand it. Unless Achiampong had a knock or something. Even then, substitution for Cardiff. 1 more minute to go. Regulation time. Oh, I would assume 5 minutes extra time. That's my guess. They're called Fish has come on for Cardiff. There's too many low-hanging fruit jokes you can make there. Let's just skip it. 89.5 minutes. Throw in, toss in, Shield, back to Jorgensen. And again, long ball forward here. Lovely little 1-2s there. Oh, given away though, Joao Pedro. And it's a foul, but play on. Here come Cardiff. It's 6 minutes, people. 6 minutes extra time. That is an eternity. Anything can happen in 6 minutes in a football match. We need to be switched on, like completely switched on. Do not let this occasion get to you guys. Come on, 5.5 minutes to go. You just know Cardiff are going to have at least one more decent chance. That's a decent ball. Chalobah trying to chase back at right back. Headed away. Shield passed. Tackle. Good tackle. Santos got the ball. It could have given away a pen, and he didn't. Is that not a foul? Yeah. Foul on Joao Pedro by Seamus. Wow, let's have a look at this. What a tackle that is, Andre Santos. Had to get that right. Oh my God. 91 minutes on the clock, and Andre Santos with a penalty saving challenge. Goal scoring opportunity saving challenge. Ref is signaling to his wrist. Free kick to us near the center circle. We're almost there. Few more minutes, man. Few more minutes. Ball forward. Joao Pedro. Chance. Oh my God, he skied it. Okay, yeah, the defender was on him and kind of closing him down, but seriously, man. His drop in quality since the Club World Cup is alarming, Joao Pedro. He's just not been as good as I thought he would be, based on those games that he played in America. We've got a problem up front, man. We really don't really have a good striker. Not a single one in the club. I would take Jackson over all of the guys we had. And even he wasn't quite good enough. We've got a striker problem, man. We've got a striker problem. 92.5 minutes in. It's just ping pong at the moment. Flicked forward. Garnacho. He's past his man. Cross. Oh, it's over. It's over. Come on. Get in. Garnacho with a beautiful finish. Beautiful finish. That is quality, man. Wow. 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 Andre Santos heads it on to Joao Pedro, who flicks it on beautifully this time. Chest and flick, you've got to give it to him. Stays on side, gets across the defender with his first touch, puts it onto his right, and just flicks it beautifully into the back post. Nestles into the side netting. Love when the ball just perfectly nestles into the side netting like that. Boom. 3-1. Game over. And, yeah, I don't know, man. I suppose you could say we deserve it, but we've made a meal of this game. This was unnecessarily stressful as a game, but we'll take it. We did say from the start, we'll take it. We'll take any victory. Just get through this. Win this quarterfinal, not semi-final. We can sleep well tonight, as Trish has mentioned. Everyone can rest our wee heads on the pillow and think, do you know what? Life is good. We beat Cardiff from League One. Good stuff. Foul again by Chalobah. Chalobah, who's had a wonderful season at centre back. I don't know why we're playing this game of Chalobah at right back, but we are. Cardiff with a chance to cross in here. 1 more minute to go, plus probably a few seconds. Thank God we got that second goal, man, in the second half. Chelsea got a man down, playing on Cardiff. And that looks like it's probably it. Chelsea player on the pitch is down. Badia Shield. I think I pretty much summarized the game in the last sort of 10 minutes, but just to, you know, round it off. Not a great performance. Not a great performance. A couple of moments of quality and a huge gift have basically taken us through in this tie. But it's alarming how equal we looked like with this team, like toe to toe with Cardiff from League One, and we were really struggling to break them down, make them. We actually made them look good, and they probably should have scored more than what they've scored. Again, 3-1 is a flattering scoreline for us, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll roll it up. We'll smoke it, and we'll move on to the next one because it is a semi-final against an unknown team in the domestic cup. We haven't won a domestic cup for almost 10 years, so it's time. It's time to win one of these trophies. And this is, I guess, how you win the trophy. Get in. Final score. So thanks, especially, as always, to Trish for joining in. She says, from me and my other, just like to wish you and your other a Merry Christmas. See you for the Villa game at the Chelsea. Thank you very much, Trish. I will pass on the message, and please pass on the same back to you. I hope you and your family have a fantastic Christmas and eat way too much food and have plenty of, you know, good family moments and, of course, the inevitable argument here and there. But it's been really good doing these streams so far, and very, very happy that you're on board with the channel. So we'll be back for the one after the next one. And yeah, as always, a pleasure.